Okay, welcome, dear friends. Namaste. We are happy to be here with you today on this snowy day in Chicago. Thank you for dedicating your morning to listening to us so that we can share with you our knowledge and help you find your strength. So we are very thankful for this opportunity. And let me introduce our today's experts. We have Natalia and Alexander Robinson with us of Robinson Holistic Transformation Services. Natalia and Alexander are certified life coaches, certified relationship and conflict resolution specialists. They have been Bhakti yoga practitioners and teachers for over 20 years. So they have dedicated their life to serving people. So it's been a few decades, right? Since you've been doing a lot of wonderful work.
30 years.
30 years, yes. So Natalia is also a Vedic astrologer and a certified family constellations, certified systemic family constellation practitioner in the Bert Hellinger approach. And let me tell you, she's one of the world's best specialists. So we only try to work with the best of the best. So having experienced the magic that Natalia and Alexander do in their one-on-one sessions, in their group sessions, is just unbelievable what happens there. We have seen miracles happen every single time. So very happy to be doing this webinar with you. It is our pleasure. It has been our wish, our mutual wish, right? To yes. Run programs and classes together, because we have so much in common and our approaches overlap in a lot of areas. So by doing this together, we can provide a more holistic approach to healing and we can help people more. So that's the whole idea. And let me introduce my husband and my partner, Karim Ra, also known as Dr. Nature. This is what our clients and customers prefer to call him, because he is helping people heal using only the most natural approaches possible. So he is the certified Ayurvedic practitioner, certified Panchakarma therapist, natural healing specialist, detox specialist, educator, so and master numerologist. And me, Irina Ra, as many of you know me, I'm a certified body and brain yoga instructor, plant-based chef, co-founder of Purple Sprout, Conscious Organics, formerly Purple Sprout Cafe and Juice Bar, and a specialist or expert on raising healthy kids. So very happy to be with you today. And please make sure to stay till the end of the webinar, because there will be several bonuses. About halfway through the webinar, we will show you an instant way to boost your energy that you can do pretty much anywhere. And like I said, it's instant. It takes only a minute or two. And then we will show you a relaxing tea recipe. And at the very end, there will be 2 chances to win a half-an-hour consultation with Natalia and a half-an-hour consultation with Dr. Nature. So, dear experts, would you like to say your greetings as well?
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to do the webinar together, like to do our amazing healing techniques together. And really grateful to be together today with of course, my husband. He's in Israel at the moment. He's doing amazing service to his family. His mother is 92 years old, and he's taking care of her at the moment, though we had an anniversary yesterday, but he's coming soon. So we're going to celebrate this weekend.
It's your 25-year marriage anniversary, right?
Yesterday, right. So like we really want to dedicate.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we are celebrating with you because our life experience brought us so many miracles, and meeting with so many amazing people like you also. So we are happy to share. We love to share especially at these dates. The gifts we got, we love to share. And so grateful to do it today with both of you, Irene and Kareem. We are really so grateful to you. We met before you opened Purple Sprouts, and as you start serving in Purple Sprouts Cafe, well, it was probably 2013, right?
Mhm.
When you
14,
started it.
yes.
We were so happy because that was so much missing in our area, pure vegan, vegetarian, healthy food. And there is a saying in ancient traditions that you are what you eat.
Mhm.
Because our body is made of what we eating, what we are eating. So if our body is made of like meat or dirty foods, so how will be our health and our consciousness? So your mission is so important to bring back the nature to people, healthy nature. And we always been trying to support that. We've been vegetarians like 30 years, more than 30 years, but even being vegan and being organic, it's even like, you know, another step up. So even we are looking up to you and encourage people to move in that direction. So grateful that you're close by, that we can do this together, help people move to more pure life, more pure in terms of all the areas of life. And I'm sure this is spreading more and more and more. And also like the knowledge of Ayurveda that Kareem has, like I sent my clients to Kareem and they had an amazing results. People who were really like just falling apart after surgeries of cancer, now healthier than before, than before this. Like it's basically like total transformation. Basically like Kareem, what he did like with one of the clients, almost he kind of saved him from death. That's what I think. Such amazing experts and pure people. And also what is amazing about you, you do what you do totally not for your benefit, not for money, your losing actually, but to help people. That's so rare in our world, people like that. So really grateful to be today together.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we're also very grateful to have you in our lives because you have helped not only thousands of people around the world, probably tens of thousands of people, but also you helped us. You helped change the dynamic within the family, within the several generations of the family. So we had a history of addictions in our family, so with our loved ones, and that got resolved. So we are just very, very grateful to have met you and grateful for the opportunity to be helping other people together. And also I wanted to mention that Alexandra, besides being a Bhakti Yoga teacher and teacher of scriptures, ancient scriptures, and life coach, he is also the director of the nonprofit organization called United Spiritual Nations that's dedicated to serving struggling people around the world. And I know that you have provided numerous meals across the globe to those people. So we have participated in some of those functions with you guys, but you have done so much of it. So thank you for all the service you do.
Thank you.
Okay, beautiful. So today's webinar is about strength. Nowadays, it's so prevalent that people are lacking energy. People are lacking motivation. People don't know what they're supposed to do in life. People are, there is so much sickness, there is so much disease, there is so much lack of strength on all the levels, the physical level, the mental level, the spiritual level. So that's why, and it's especially bad in the winter time. And of course, I'm sure that Dr. Nature will help us understand why it happens, especially in the winter when feelings of anxiety and fear and stress elevate. So that's why we wanted to do this webinar in the middle of the winter to help people find their power, find their strength, and take their energy to the next level. So,
and today is also a very special day. It is not not that we only celebrating our anniversary, but today is a Chinese New Year. It's very, very important, right? Beginnings, the day of beginnings. So it's nice again to another new year, right? Again to look at your year ahead and what would you like to do with your year. Every moment of our life is so precious, and we are so grateful that you're all tuned in, because whatever time you dedicate to that will never, you're going to get it back, right? The moment which is left, you cannot buy it even for $1 million. So we pray that we can really serve you, and that these moments spending with us today will bring you a great benefit.
Wonderful. Yes. So what claims our health, our strength and health, right? So of course, it's a lot of pollution in the environment. Of course, it's the improper foods. And of course, it's the toxic, dysfunctional relationships that suck the life energy out of us. So this is exactly what we're discussing today. We already have a lot of questions that our clients and listeners and followers sent to us even before the webinar. But please, if you have any other questions as you are listening to the webinar, drop them in the Q&A. We'll make sure to get to them and to answer them to the best of our ability. Okay. So physical strength, what does it mean? It means endurance. It means radiance. It means glow, right? It means physical health. And it is impossible to achieve physical health without having a clean body and without proper foods. Mental strength means confidence, focus, resilience, resourcefulness. And all of that is possible only when the mind is calm, pacified, and free from clutter. And on the spiritual level, strength means just so many things. It can mean acceptance and kindness and faith, and even success is a function of spiritual strength. And that's possible when we are rooted, when we are grounded, when we are connected to our family, to our parents, to our ancestors. And what's very important is that we see our parents as our divine beginning, right? So our dear experts, Natalia, would you like to go first and provide your viewpoint on this?
Yeah, like again, health. Sometimes people ask what is opulence, right? And people think about first money, but actually in Chinese, today's Chinese New Year, Chinese tradition, health and opulence is actually balance in all areas of life: physical, mental or emotional and spiritual, and of course financial. It should all go together, because if you have all the money in the world but you are not healthy, money of course can help you, like bring you to a good clinic, but not always it can bring health. So that's how we have to always go in all the direction. And at the same time, if you have health, if you have money, but spiritually you're not moving forward in your life, then the time in life is limited, in material life. So where you're going, do you know where you're going after you will die? So it's all very important to use every moment in our life to develop all areas of life: physical, emotional, of course financial, and of course spiritual. And we help people also like to balance in these directions. And now we work a lot in the area of genetics, Bert Hellinger approach. It's a very amazing technique. Bert Hellinger himself, he's very famous psychologist, psychiatrist. He was a very famous spiritual leader. He passed away a couple of years ago at the age of 94, and he was still practicing. So after the Second World War, he had to go to Africa, and he had to work with disabled children and trying to find everything what he could do to help those children. He actually came across African methods of hidden past, present, and future, working with ancestral programs, patterns. Actually, we come into our family, to our parents for a reason. It's our gates of life, connected with our karma. And often we repeat the scenarios which our ancestors were going through. And often because of that, we don't really live our own life. Often I see like the woman can't properly marry or divorces a couple of times. That happened in her mother's life, and then she repeats it because of subconscious program that she is thinking that she cannot be happier, or she just saw the example of her mom and repeating it. And also often people don't play their own role in life. They take the position of parent to their parent, and this is really dangerous. It affects health tremendously, because to move your life forward, you need to be resourceful. You need to get resource from your system, which gave you life. So we help people with that, with balancing their position in life, and with helping them to take the resource of their family and bring it forward.
Mhm. Excellent, wonderful. Yes, we have seen so many examples when people are unhappy and unsuccessful in life because they're occupying not their own role. They're playing not their own role within their family system. So we will delve more into this. So please ask us any questions. We already have several questions about that. So Natalia, in a few minutes, I will start asking you.
Thank you.
So Dr. Nature, if you could please give us some information on Ayurveda and why that can help, why that health system can help people find their strength and how.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being with us today. It's a great pleasure to have this joint webinar with you, Sri Guru and Rajamohan. We really appreciate that. We're very grateful for you being in our lives and guiding us in so many ways too. And just like you said, that food is very important to the body, and we are what we eat. And I would probably just add to that that we are what we think as well. And the mental aspect that you handle so wonderfully helps people to balance further, to find, like further horizons to develop and to evolve and to find the solution for their current existing problems. So, and you personally help us so greatly too. And very unexpectedly, I opened a new realm to understand, to study, about the relationship and how important it is, and how the confused, distorted relationships, how they affect the energy flow, the mental energy flow, how they may block our visions and our missions in life. This all really exists, and this sometimes our conscious mind may not actually understand that, but this all very valid in the subconscious realm that we don't many times come in touch with, but the subconscious mind has its own way to work in everybody's life, and sometimes produces the bad effect. And complications of subconscious mind is something that we need to definitely address in order to achieve better mental health, stabilize, pacify, and regain, the strength, mental strength, physical strength, because that depends on mental strength too, because as we know, mind is dominant over body. Body is the latest expression of energies. So yeah, and we are, like I said, very grateful for you to bring your knowledge and enlighten people that way. Thank you. So wonderful. I would also want to discuss the what the energy is from Ayurvedic standpoint, or standpoint of the sacred knowledge. The basis for the energy is two oppositions, two opposite energies that express in all of us on the cellular level, as well as on the major level, which is located along our spine. So those two opposites, when they communicate or when they interact, they create the realm of light, the realm of love, and the realm of higher energy. The energy that is in Chinese medicine would be called qi or qi, we know, and that energy actually fills in our essential expression that conducts this energy is basically the fundamental energy to sustain the health and even all the living processes in our body, on the cellular level even. And so these two energies, when they one is rising along the spine, the other is going down, descending along the spine, when they interact, they create this realm of light that actually it's a different light, not the one that we see from the sun though, right? It's a higher light there, and that light actually feels the chakras, and chakras are the specific reflectors that would break that light into the specific vibration in order to distribute it to the organs within the body. This is the way that this highest energy actually feels the organs within us through chakras. Each chakra has to be clear and pure in order to conduct this energy properly through the channels into each organ. And this is how this energy is actually creating the foundation for our life processes, basically for our life. This is what sustains our life. And if we have these channels clear, and we know and we can harness this energy, whether by special practices or by just like natural abilities, then we can talk about the better health, the longer years to live, the happier mood, the more balanced mind, the more better functioning organs. So with years, though, we accumulate toxins and our health degrades. And these toxins, we may even consider them to be like dark energy that would actually start occupying and filling the internal organs, corrupting that light, corrupting the chi energy, reducing it, blocking it, and dimming it, and finally just basically annihilating it completely. And that's the time that we observe the person is passing away, with the degradation of that high energy. So what is health? Health is basically at the higher expression is the balance between these two, between the intensity and dynamics of this highest energy through our spine and through our nadis, through our meridians, into our organs through the clear chakras. And on the other hand is the purity of these channels throughout our peripheral fields, throughout our organs, where that energy needs to reach. So what we need to really understand is that we, first of all, need to clear our tissues, our body out of the toxins, and then we need to increase the flow of this energy throughout our spine and throughout our organs, through those chakras. So this would be the goal, and the practices that we may undertake for that reason are very extensive. Starting from the nutrition, this is the level where we purify our body, and that level has a lot of practices on its own, beginning from fasting all the way to visceral massage and lymphatic drainage and other like body therapies. And this energy is very significant also for our mental realm, because this we have distortion in our mental realm that are actually expressing like very tight and areas in our body. If you see the tight area in our body, because when the mental realm has the distortion, it starts tensing in one side, and mental realm has very subtle communication with our muscle tissue. So once the mental realm has distortion and some static distorts the field, because our mental realm is basically electromagnetic field. So if one part of this electromagnetic field starts tensing, it tenses the muscle. Once the muscle is tense, the energy stops flowing. So this is how important it is for us to also apply some practices to our mental realm. And that is very also extensive and very uh, um, uh, rich in its variability type of practices. And one of them is, of course, and this is like one of the very like most significant probably, is the family lineage, something that Sri Guru practices and offers to us. So
Thank you for calling us with
yeah,
our spiritual names.
yeah. All
We
right.
have our teachers who give us spiritual names. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful, excellent. And we will see how it works in practice.
Sure.
Alexander, would you like to add anything?
Hello, everybody. Are you hearing me good?
Yes.
Okay. I would add that what Karim said, Dr. Nature, he said so many nice things, knowledgeable. Practically, what I saw that from practice, follow instructions of Dr. Nature, follow instructions of yogi teacher Irene, follow instructions of Natalia Robinson. I saw practical examples that change life in good way. This is what I can add. I saw it in small details, how people having difficult stress, whatever, and started just open mind, open heart, getting some knowledge, trying to taste, to practice something simple. Somebody try more and more and more and see results, because life is not only valuable, life is priceless, and time of life is priceless, and health, physical, spiritual, mind health is priceless. And actually all life has only one question. If we have energy power, we can do something. If we don't have energy, we can do nothing. And what I saw practically, what did Karim, Irene, Natalia, in different ways, they're assisting to people to improve own potency of own energy. And it's really great works. People became more self-sufficient, more healthy body, more peace mind, and more conscious, I would say, conscious about self, about relationship, and relationship with own body, with self, and relationship with all this world. And I saw it really works nicely. Therefore, I'm happy to participate with this in this webinar. And I have proud actually to practice how I can all this stuff, because I see it helped me a lot personally. Now I am staying in a room with my mom. She's 92 plus. She cannot walk. She needs personal assistance every time. And I saw that I see in practical ways the person should die soon, and how this knowledge help to even all persons that ready to die to change some attitude from negative way to positive way. It's amazing, just amazing. Here their assistance by supporting some Ayurvedic knowledge, some yoga, some massage therapy, some psychological points, we can assist to ourselves and to our relatives, to our dear friends, even in stage of before death, to improve life, to improve quality of life, to improve our feeling of life. Be happy. Everybody wants to be happy. And happiness coming from inside, not from outside. So by my experience, service what we providing to people, it helps at first to us to keep inside certain happiness and assist to people to improve own happiness. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, yes, thank you.
Irene, I
Amazing.
know that you have a very special technique which can really like quickly help people.
Yes, yes. So
Can you please share with us?
speaking of life energy, yes, let me show you a quick for this. So, dear webinar participants, if you can, dear friends, if you can also stand up and do this quick exercise with me. Okay, so we will do what's called whole body tapping. Okay, oh, everybody's doing it. Perfect. Okay, whole body tapping. So make sure that your feet are flat on the ground, on the floor. Toes are kind of, turned inward just a little bit. Flex your knees and kind of bounce, bounce, bounce. So by turning your toes inwards, you are making sure that all the energy that we are generated stays with us. So if they're turned outwards, all the energy is escaping, right? We want to generate it. We want to jumpstart all of the self-healing mechanisms, and we want everything to stay with us. So turn those toes inwards a little bit. Okay, so now you can close your eyes, and I'll be actually speaking throughout the exercise, so you can kind of follow the what I'm saying, or you can stay with your eyes open if you want to see what I'm doing. So let's start from the top. So we are bouncing and tapping, tapping, tapping lightly the top of our head. Tap, 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 tap. I like to do it with my eyes closed, just to make sure that I'm more conscious about it. Then tap your forehead, tap your ears, tap the back of the head, especially the area where the head connects to the neck. Tap, 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 tap your throat lightly. Now your cheekbones, go around the eyes very lightly, the nose, the jawline, very, very important area. Relax that area. Open up your mouth and tap, tap, tap the jaw muscle. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, so now extend one arm and tap your shoulder, the opposite shoulder. Tap, tap, tap. Come up and go down the arm. Tap, 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 tap. I want to make sure you can see me. Tap, tap, tap. See, go strong. The more you love yourself, the stronger your tapping should be. You hear the sound, right? So tap the thumb. So right now we're stimulating the large intestine. Now the pinky, stimulating the small intestine and the heart meridian. Tapping the side. Breathe out through an open mouth. Exhale all that stagnant energy. So now tap the remaining two sides of the arm, the chest. Exhale, exhale. You can even make a sound, make a lot of noise. Now stop for a second, close your eyes, feel the difference, right? One side is totally breathing and vibrating. The other side is still stagnant. So let's move on to the other side. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Now, your thumb. Again, the large intestine, which is our second brain. The shoulder. Going down the arm. Now the pinky. Up, armpit. Let's say I love my armpit. Loudly together. I love my armpit. Very important point in the body, right? Exhale. Now go around your tummy. Make a sound. Not just like this, okay? This is not self-love. This is self-love. Make sure everything is working. Go back as far as you can reach. The kidneys. All other areas in the back, unmentionables. Going down the legs, the toes, the heels, going back on the inside of the legs, the front of the legs, and the back of the legs. Slowing down. Now, close your eyes. This is it. So it can take longer, it can take less, whatever you need. So my whole body is on fire right now. So thank you very much for joining me. Let's continue.
Thank you so much, everyone. Irene, thank you so much. Wow.
Yes.
You forget about a couple of minutes can just, rejuvenate it so much. And you can do it like many times during the day, right?
Yes, as much as you want. Yes.
Instead of coffee, you want to drink coffee, it's something cheaper as possible.
Beautiful. Yes. Instead of coffee, every time you feel like eating that piece of chocolate or drinking that cup of coffee, get up and do whole body tapping. And actually, body and brain yoga, which is what I like to. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, body and brain yoga, one of many things that I practice, it teaches you to do an exercise for 1 minute every hour to change your life. So practice that.
Sure.
Okay, so now we have a lot of questions. Let's get started with answering those questions. So the first question is, I lead a healthy lifestyle, but somehow I do not have a lot of energy and get tired quickly. What is energy? Where does it come from? Why don't I have it? So maybe Dr. Nature, let's start with you, and then Natalia and Alexandra, if you can also add.
Wonderful question, and that's the same question line that what I previously mentioned of some of the energy, and really energy is in great deficit nowadays. We feel lack of it, but we don't know much about it. We don't know the origins of it, where it comes from, how we process it, and how we use it, how we save it, or how we waste it. What are the factors that waste our energy, and what are the factors that accumulate our energy? If we accumulate energy, this is a great process, accumulation of energy, preserving the energy. The more we preserve the energy, the more healthy we are, the better chances we have to ascend mentally and spiritually, because for everything energy is required. So if you for some reason don't have the energy, and other than your nutrition, which if you say that it's healthy, I hope it's healthy, because healthy nutrition is a broad term and could be understood differently though, but beyond or besides the nutrition, there are other factors that are probably draining your energy out, and that could be some mental aspects in your life, some negative emotions, or even positive emotions. They are energy wasters too. So you
extreme emotions,
yes,
right?
extreme emotions, or even, well, of course, balanced emotions are preservers. Extreme emotions, they're the worst wasters of our emotion, of our energy. So what I would recommend, maybe check your condition of your mental realm, see if there's any emotions that you generate on a routine, a regular basis, due to some factors that affects you in your life. due to some people who may be in your surrounding that may trigger those emotions, or some circumstances, maybe at work. Yes, check that aspect of your being, see how you can balance that. And also, definitely, other than food being healthy, see if you're absorbing the nutrients well too, because one thing is when your nutrition is healthy, but the other thing is when your body's ability to absorb nutrients is adequate too, and maybe the state of your digestive strength and the absorption on the higher level in the tissues could also be something to address. So
we actually have a question. Do you have any programs coming up that teach that? We actually do, yes. We have a retreat coming up. It's called Heal. It's called Heal and Replenish Retreat. That will be all-inclusive vegan retreat that will be happening on February 22nd through 26th. And we will be doing this together within this group with the 4 experts, and it's in the beautiful Wisconsin winter setting. And we will be teaching all of these things there when it comes to food, when it comes to your relationships, how to just take your life to a whole new level, right? How to get replenished, because most of us are depleted all the time. And by the way, right now, and thank you so much, our dear listeners, for reminding me about this. Right now, we have a special for all of the webinar participants. You can purchase, you can sign up for this webinar with $500 discount.
For the retreat.
For the retreat, yes, with a $500 discount. And if you just go to Eventbrite and look for Heal and Replenish vegan retreat in the Wisconsin Dells area, it will, so you will get this screen, and you're welcome to register. So let's continue. And if you have questions, we can share more information at the end. So Natalie, anything you would like to add?
Yeah, like this, we worked for so long, like again with energy. We started doing the family constellation approach and coaching about maybe like 15 years ago, and before we've been also in holistic medicine, like Ayurveda, massage also, right? And I was a nurse in Kazakhstan, so it's amazing how to combine all this knowledge together. And what I see from my point of view right now, working more in the family constellation approach, that people don't even realize how their energy could be blocked by not being properly situated in their family system. Even why men drink, why men sometimes have heart attacks after the age of 40, right? Different issues, different health issues are autoimmune diseases. It happens a lot because people don't realize that he himself, his parents, his husband or wife, and the child, grandparents, it's all one family system. It's actually one union. We so much got used to feel ourselves as me. And then what happens then? If you feel yourself as me, often you overload your nervous and immune system. Then your nervous and immune system thinks that you need to do everything for your subconsciously, like support your parents, support your husband, if it's like a woman, and support your child. And child depends totally on you. And then it's such an overload that the system just can't act, normally, especially so much stress and information in nowadays. So what we help with during our workshops, and we do the course in Russian language, to feel, not only understand, but understand first and then feel that it's not just you responsible for your children, because for you to be born, your parents did so much. And for your parents to be born, their parents did so much, right? So this is a divine creative energy is taking care of your ancestors, your parents, and then you. And your children are not just your children, they are also grandchildren of your parents and ancestors. And you can tap into the flow of love, energy, support, responsibility from that channel. If you tap into it, then your nervous system and your immune system will relax, will be more available to you, because it will not be only engaged in taking care of like your children, your business, like, and also often people, when they have an older parents, they become like parents to their parents, and that's totally drags all your energy down, because it's just impossible task, right? You cannot give enough to the gates which gave you life. And of course we need to take care of our parents, but it should be done in a proper vision, understanding that the parents, they're not responsible for the parents. We should understand that the parents, they have their support coming down to them from their source. So we teach that, and when people are able to tune into that, then they got so much of energy, they got so much of power which is given to them, and then they can use it for themselves and for their projects. Could you understand that?
Actually, we have a similar question. So maybe if you answer that question, that will help to better paint the picture, right? So the question is, parents are pulling the energy out of me. I barely have enough time for me between work and husband and kids and the chores. So I guess the question is, what do I do, right? Because probably the parents are aging and they are starting to require more attention. So the woman is clearly out of wind, out of energy to handle everything.
Yeah, well, I think it's such a great question. It happens a lot. So first of all, like this really amazing woman who tries to do everything that is demanded from her. At the same time, it's very important for her. I'm talking to her right now, like hopefully she'll get it. To understand that the parents, if they are like elderly, they already fulfilled lots of their missions for which they came to this world. So for the parents to be alive and to be around, it's good for us. So first of all, we need to say thank you, dear parents, that you're still with me. You're giving me the example of life and even aging. And then we need to do that. We need to understand that we are not responsible for them, because who was responsible for your mother when she was 15, not you, when she was 15? Who was responsible for her? Can please our participants reply? Who was responsible for your mother when she was 15? I'm asking, I'm waiting for the answer. Please write the message.
In the Q&A section, you are welcome to write the answer.
Yeah, so who was responsible for your mother when she was 15?
It's not a trick question, guys.
Yeah.
Her mother, yes, right? Is that the correct answer?
Beautiful. So what did happen after that, right? So why that this has never changed? Your mother and your father were responsible for your mother when she was 15. That's never changes.
What if they already passed?
Yeah, so that's what triggers, like, right? It's like the trick from creator. When they already passed, other people try to take their roles, and that is wrong. Because father and mother are always inside you, because this is genes. They gave you so much at the moment of birth. All the creator through your ancestors. They're inside of you, plus, the soul is eternal. They still like look over you. How many times I saw when people come to me and tell, wow, my parents, like my mom, she's hallucinating. She tells me that she saw her mother, and the mother is 84. It was happening like about a year before the passing away. And I see it so many times. So like we don't realize it, but the body is not everything. So the energetic support is always there. So we need to realize, it's very important to realize it. If you just think for a moment, your mom and your father, they have their support. When I think about it, I just, it's so relaxing, because you don't need them to be responsible for them. They have their support. And then like my husband right now is taking care of his 92-year-old mom, but because we teach that like he does it from the position of serving, and his shoulders are relaxed, see, like, because he's not responsible for her. He knows that she has her own strengths, but he just you know, enjoying doing what he can do and seeing his mom more, because we more losing our energy not on physical things, just to go and bring the bread or go and bring the water to your mom, but on feeling responsible and worrying. Do you agree, Karim?
Yes, yes. Like I said, our mind is dominant over the body. So whatever physical things we're doing, they do not bring us stress or anything. It's just like physical exercise if we are okay with by our mind with it. When the mind is okay, the body lifts heavy weights and does like really heavy you know, work. If your mind is not okay with it, then that work will damage your body. So it's all about the mindset always. Yes.
Right, right.
Yeah, of course.
So what happens in this time when you see that your parents, they like already, they have their resource and their support, if they are able to leave London, you know, their genes even, you know, it's all giving them the support. When you see that resource, then your parents also get it, actually. They get healthier. That's what I see through my example and others like clients. But then it comes to you also, because you're open to that resource, and then you have more energy to do your work, to do your mission, and to help. And you will be better financially because you have more energy, and then you can even, you know, hire someone to help your mom. So it's like that. And of course it's hard maybe to grasp it all, but you know, that's what we help to go deeper. Even in the retreat we will work with it practically.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So another question also related to that, and we kind of
Can
already
I
talked
add?
about it.
I
Yes,
really-
absolutely.
Can
Yes.
I add? Thank you.
Because yeah, you're right now in the position of
It's-
doing it.
Yeah, so many experience really, and really positive experience. It's not only help financial or material balance, harmonize life. It helps to get inner peace and happiness inside, that you are okay in this life. Very deep, very deep. Externally, we can play so many different roles. I'm opulence, I'm good, I'm educated person, or I'm wealthy person, or whatever I am. But internally, like life experience shows, sometimes very, very rich people crying from nothing, like from no reason external, but from inside something was from long time, from childhood, some traumas. And we understanding that happiness is inside. So when we working simultaneously, like in this seminar or retreat that's gonna happen soon, simultaneously in few directions, it's by experience, it shows that people say when we did similar retreats, life changed before and after. Because people sometimes come into retreats tired, just tired, exhausted from job, from life activity, just exhausted, need vacation for a couple of weeks. And after 3-4 days of retreat, if you're asking how you feel, people say, oh, I'm so powerful, I have so much energy. Yes, I want to. Yes, I want to move mountains, really, because it works in simultaneously. Healthy food, yoga, meditation, psychological, philosophical, maybe some exercise, and after all this, in evening, downhill skills or tube or jacuzzi. So it makes rejuvenation, relaxation. So it's not coming like tiredness from very intense retreat. It's also time to be in nature. And it's so balancing and combination that I say experience that people having during retreat and after, it's really amazing. Therefore, we are so proud and happy to invite you to participate in this retreat. It's like really great opportunity.
Mhm. Actually,
Really
we
great
have,
opportunity.
yes, thank you so much. Actually, we have a question. What is the best way to partner with all of you to help change our family dynamic, break away from bad habits, and begin a healthy journey? So thank you. This is from one of our participants.
Yes.
So retreat is the best way, because of course you can come to Dr. Nature's consultation. You can come to Natalia's consultation separately, but to experience everything, this all around holistic approach, away from everything for 4 days and 4 nights, that's truly life-changing. So this is, we would say, is the best way to get started.
It's very, Irene, excuse me, can I add it? What? Thank you. Yes, what Irene said, it really makes sense, because just to work on psychological part, it's take a lot of energy sometimes. Oh, I have to change my view of life. Oh, I have to change something in my heart. Oh, so many changes that I have to come out from my comfort zone, and it's take a lot of energy. So I need compensation, and takes time. But during retreat, it's really compensation by yoga exercise, by meditation, and by providing food that Karim does really, in English,
Outstanding.
great. Yes, let's say so. Purifying body from toxins and minds. So for one participant, it get opportunity to release from toxins and increase potency of body and nerve system to get more information, and to practice this information, to transfer this information in practical experience, wisdom, ourselves, and to use it during retreat and after retreat for whole life. And it's really amazing, really amazing. I tell you, because I saw it so many times, and I experienced on myself, and I see how it works. Doesn't matter what is it education we have, what is nationality, culture, language, what we have in, doesn't matter, really. It is about ourselves, and it really works.
Yes, and the best thing is there will be 4 experts standing to you at all times, plus a support team that will be providing all the beautiful juices and smoothies and balanced meals. And it's just, okay, I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, so getting back to the questions, my parents are pretty sick, but don't want to change anything in their life, no matter what I tell them. Okay, I know that our experts will have a lot to say about this. Yes, please.
Because I have exact point. I came to my mom. The story of my mom is that I came to visit her in October, and she just barely could walk with, как сказать это, support.
With a
Walking,
walker.
yes. And then one night she walked to restroom, and she fell down and broke her shoulder, and she couldn't walk anymore by herself. So my brother had to arrange for my mom rehabilitation center, and after rehabilitation center, nursing home. So my mom was really crazy all her life. She thought about nursing homes. So she used to say, my family, my sons kicked me out from house. It was very painful. She dedicated her life for family, to raise children, grandchildren, and she did great job, but emotionally she was really upset. And it was a really big job to assist to mom and to all family to come back to balance loving relationships. It's really story for my poor
write this
English.
story. It's actually will be good for everyone. They should write that story.
Yes. My mom broke her shoulders October. In November, when I came back from India to Israel, I assist to my mom how I could, but everything was painful. All family was shaking from stress, emotional stress. And now mom staying here and I am now in her room. And I'm caring for my mom by using this knowledge of science of relationships, science of basic Ayurveda knowledge, how to eat, what to eat, and combination different modalities. What happened? My mom eventually accepted care for her, what I provided, and accepted ideas that all family actually loving her, but she should stay continuously like mom position, not child position, that everybody has to care for her, everybody has to give her back what she gave to family. Do you follow me? You understand me what I mean?
Mhm.
It is connect to each of us actually, to be on own position, to play own role. Then we could be happy. We can open heart and don't keep in our heart that we are abused by our family or our friends or our partners. If we stay on our own place, it's
Mhm.
amazing. And my mom started accept it, and I see all family became more happy, more peace, because love is there. Okay, external condition changed, but love and relationship is there. And all family I see breathing more and more peacefully. Yes, I am a little bit tired because I put a lot of effort since that, but I feel myself open more and more, releasing. I did my duty like son to serve to my old mom, but son is like mature son, and like brother and like brother-in-law, etc. So my point is that all those modalities, what we are talking right now about and inviting you to retreat, is very practical to use in our life in order to balance ourselves, our health, our happiness in relationship with self and with all who is dear to us in this life.
Mhm. I would also like to share our experience, kind of similar. So, and it has to do with the same question. So our parents were getting sick and started to age, and we saw that. So they started demanding more attention, and us as experts in natural health, right, we started dictating to them, you have to do this, you cannot do this, this is your daily schedule, you have to take those herbs, you have to do this and that, you cannot eat those things. So, and then all of a sudden we realized that we are out of energy. So, and we have nothing left to give to our kids. And this is when Natalia and Alexander came into our life with their knowledge of family constellations, holistic psychology, when they explained to us that we started to assume the parent role with regard to our parents. So when roles are reversed, we are out of energy, we are out of power, out of strength. So when we finally changed that pattern and we started acting like kids towards our parents instead of, you cannot do this, mom, dad, do you think you could do this and that? That will really help you, and it will be easier for us when you are healthier. So when that pattern started to change, right? So then the energy started to flow from our parents to us, from us to our kids. So,
Yeah.
Karim, Dr. Nature, is there anything you would like to add? Because you were in that situation with me.
Well, I would like to say that the energy in its pure form is love. Love is the energy. And I'm talking about not love as the feeling or emotion, but love as the universal law, the highest law. This is where the realm of energy, the pure and the most potent energy. So whatever your relationship come in the family, especially with your parents, take turn, make sure that that love is not disturbed. If the love is not disturbed, then you are good with the energy, you will not lose any. But when the controversy arises, when you start pointing your parents to do something, then you're creating the friction in this love. You are becoming controversial. And this where you start disturbing the flow of that love. And I'm talking about love as a universal law. But if, well, you may associate that with the feeling too, because when the controversy arises, the relationship become unclear. It becomes confused. People start not accepting each other. You know, the tension creates, and this what disturbs the flow of energy. It starts draining it. So that confusion should not be created in the first place. We are here in this world to actually practice on our own, learn our lessons, and by our deeds, by our experience, we're setting example to others. And all we can do is listen to others, and if they ask questions or ask you for help, this is the key to communicate and help them at that point. But anything further than that would probably or may cause cause something that would be negative, cause some sort of negative trends. So especially with parents, all you can do is just do what you can and just set the example. If your parents accept you and they look at you and they ask you questions, then you can share. But parents, they just like any other individuals, they have their path to walk. Maybe it's not the time for them to learn something that you've already learned, you know, and they need to still get in the trap of learning their lessons and then come out with a different knowledge. And maybe after they've learned their lessons and they see your experience through this, they will ask you. But anything done forcefully and untimely and from the standpoint of a different person will drain your energy, will confuse the relationships, will cause some sort of consequence which will be negatively affecting you and the family, and that will block your mission. It will waste your time. It will take away a lot from you, from your health, from your purpose, from your being just happy. You know, just simply being happy and loving. So yes. So that's what I've learned, you know, and I hope I learned it quickly, but in practice, of course, there's sometimes, you know, there's still some challenges now and then, you know, this wave comes where it like, you know, starts pushing me to like, you know, like why, and I need to get in and I need to start, you know, like making it right as what I'm thinking by my, you know,
fix it, yes.
But then I step back and I say, you know, all I can do is just like relax and observe, you know, and not create any tension, because anything that's done on the peak of a negative emotion or confused emotion will create the tension, will create the confusion. So when you experience that surges of negative emotions, step back, take a little time, you know, and do not act, just observe. And that way you will preserve your energy, you will save your relationships, and then later you will understand that whatever you were reacting onto is actually, it's nothing. You know, most of the times it's just it's just a illusion of a moment. It's basically, you know, like it's not a significant thing usually. So because what we want to focus on is saving our good, loving relationship with people, because this is the most important for us and for them, for everybody. Thank
you. Yes. So it's wonderful when we have both parents that we can receive energy from, right? Two sides of the family, and we are getting support from both family lineages. But the question is, what if there is an absent parent from your life, whether there's been a divorce or whether the person has already passed? Where will the lineage energy come from? Natalia, this is for you. this
Sure.
question.
And I see this is a question from Imelda. Are you still with us, Imelda? Because I see a couple people left. I want you to listen.
I don't see her, but I think your answer will help everybody. So I
Sure.
think a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah, and like maybe like we can tell her to
Mhm.
listen. So basically the parents are always with us, always in us. And when the father sometimes, right, like it happens like that. But actually for the father to give the seed, his parents had to bring him up. So the energy is going from the creator through the system to you. And even if physically the father was not there for the child, but whatever he gave through his seed, through just the person was born, it is already like he can tap into it. This energy is always available. That's what we like through our workshops. People meet with that. I had so many miracles. I remember I had a client. She went through a course in Russian, and then she went through private sessions. Her story was very difficult. Her father passed away before she was born, and she didn't had father in her life. Like nobody kind of filled up this role even. And she grew up already. Was very successful financially, but she was always in a kind of in a relationship. She couldn't properly marry. She was always looking for the elder person. Basically, she was like a lover. And then when we did the work, we did the session with her in personal kind of settings through meditation, through constellation, she could connect with her father, his father energy. She also saw how her father was giving her through his parents. Her father's parents were supporting her. This is also the energy of the father. And she, in the meditation, she could also tap into her father's energy and actually accept him. Right after that, she stopped getting into this like relationships as a lover. Very soon she got married because she connected to the father and she did not need anymore the father in somebody else. I had another story. The lady came to me with a terrible headache. Very powerful lady here in Chicago area. And when I started working with her, I told her, can you please bow down to your father, say thank you for life? She said, no, I hate him because she left me when I was born. And then as we did the energy work, we found that her headaches, terrible headaches, were because the family system of her father was sending her very good, very nourishing energy, but she was blocking it. She did not accept the flow of powerful energy. That's why this tension energetical was coming in the terrible headache. So when she realized that I have more resources at the time, the headache right away kind of finished.
Excellent. We actually had a question. I have bad migraines. Why can I get rid of them? They're such a nuisance. So you already answered that question. Beautiful.
Yeah. I think our time is like is already like 11:18, maybe like maybe we can.
But we have question in Q&A.
Yes.
Could we?
Of
Yes.
course. Let's get to those questions. So we have been answering some of them. So this question may be unrelated to this webinar. If it is, please bypass it. My question is using a microwave oven fine or should it be avoided? Dr. Nature, would you like to handle that question?
Yeah, the answer is avoid. It's like just one-sided question. There's like no other consideration to that. Avoid a microwave as much as possible. You know, I would probably use it for some household needs to warm up like the glue, if you like a glue stick, if you need to, or something like that, you know, but really not for food, not something that you would eat. Yeah, microwave is a old, I mean, I hope this trend will soon pass away and, you know, the humankind will cease using microwaves for their food. Yes.
Great, thank you. Another question is, can we bring kids to the retreat? So we haven't really thought about that. So Olga, we will definitely get back to you on that. So if anybody else is interested in coming to retreat and would like to bring your kids, please let us know. Because if there is a group of people, then we can figure something out, right? So we will get back to you. I don't have an answer right now, right, Natalia?
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
Yes,
But
we
it's
need
possible.
to talk about it, and it's possible. Yes, we'll discuss. Okay. I have a hard time finishing my projects. I start with gusto, but get out of wind quickly. So again, right, it's lack of energy, lack of resource, lack of accepting the
Doing too much of things which are not your responsibility. Like if we feel responsible for our parents, we take our grandparents' position, and it's not possible for the grandchild. So then you cannot do things which you need to do for yourself, for your life.
Yes. So another question is,
And also lack of focus, concentration that also can come from, if I may tap into this question,
of course,
from the stress and tension that may be created from the psychological aspects, but then it tense the muscles on the lower pelvic floor, let's say, right? Because that stress, this is what it does, and then that affects through the subtle channels, that affects the muscles of the neck that actually tense, and then they distort the flow of the blood flow into the brain, basically, and the focus reduces, and headaches may develop. So yeah, so we need to also do some kind of body work, maybe on the abdominal area, to see, you know, what could be the reason for the poor concentration in that respect.
great. Next question. I have an alcohol addiction. It really gets in the way of me living my life. Yes, that happened in our family as well. Why is it happening to me? How do I get out of it?
So we work with that a lot in our workshops. Could be like, of course, many reasons, but what we saw in many similar situations, it's first of all, it's negative family scenario when somebody was drinking in the family, and the person, like, for example, like in the family was a divorce because the husband was drinking, so the wife divorced the husband and keep telling to her son, like, your father was a drunkard and this and that. But then the son had to take the position of his father, being the partner to his mother, and it's overloading him. So he need to have a relaxation somewhere because mother is not a mother. So basically, second thing, it is looking for the mother, for that emotional nourishment. And third thing also, that son, subconsciously, he has to be connected to his father because that's his still strength, some kind of strength. So subconsciously, he tells to his father, I love you, so I am like you. And then subconsciously, it makes him to continue that path. So in our workshops, we always work with that. And we had many miracles like, oh, this is.
I've seen those miracles. I'm sorry, Alexander. It happened. We had a similar situation within our extended family. And as soon as, so all it takes one person in that family to start working on, to embark on this path, right? As soon as I started working with Natalia, so everything else, all other family members, the whole dynamics within the family changed. And the person that was drinking in the family, so first my mom changed, right? And then other people in the family changed as well. And that person stopped drinking. So that was absolutely incredible. All it takes, again, is one person to start working on the relationship.
And we're going to do it in retreat also, these workshops.
Yes.
I would add one nice point for this retreat, that how I understand, to release from some unwanted habits, it's very nice, but sometimes difficult because we have habit not only in our mind, in our cells too. And in this ways, combination with Ayurvedic cleanliness of body through food, a cleanliness body from yoga exercise, pranayama exercise, and from psychological retreats in combination. It could be in short time, quite easy way to release from unwanted habits and maybe to start what we wanted habits of thought, of action in life for future.
Mhm.
This is very unique, I would say.
Yeah, can I get just quickly? Thank you so much for staying longer with us. Actually, like we also, when we do the retreats, always we see that we create the atmosphere when it's like a family and everybody supporting each other. We also will do evening meditations and also silent walking. In that's such a beautiful nature there. We have like I think we have some clip. We can see how we did it in that place. So to shift, it's very nice to go kind of, you know, relocate yourself from the like your habitat where you used to be. So to be for a couple of days away with a group who is like-minded, and you know, we all like helping each other there to readjust, to shift, to start like new beginnings. It's just, you know, it's very hard to evaluate that actually.
I would add actually that when we're working with people coming from different ways in different thoughts and again different cultures, education, but it's became family, heart family, spirit family. So usually by experience, what we see, it's 99%. People don't want to leave group. It's so warm atmosphere, so warm for heart, that people don't want to leave this comfortable place, comfortable zone that creating in short time. So we just welcoming you to participate with us in this retreat and to make altogether good change in our life. Welcome.
Yes, thank you so much. And
May I also add to this? And yes, the retreat is a wonderful way to learn the basics and understand what these modalities are all about, and start incorporate them in a very short, concise time that we're preparing this program for, to like in short amount of time to dive deep into understanding these wonderful things and start your transformation. And as we all know, transformation always liberating and cleansing, and the cleansing always comes with a release of toxic mental surges, toxic toxins of the body too. And what's important in this moment is to know how to ground, because when we're releasing these toxins, you know, our aura accumulates the static electrical surges, or like, you know, that need to be released. And we ground. We know how to ground and release these toxins fairly quickly, so that we don't have to be stagnant in our progress in learning new things and practicing them. Because this needs to also be balanced, because you're practicing something and then next day you're releasing toxins, but you're same day at the same time you need to continue practicing. And so this balance, when you're releasing and you're grounding and you're shedding off and these toxins and recuperating fairly quickly in order to continue, this is actually very significant amount of work. That this is the transformational momentum. So our program is designed that way, that you really get the most significant result out of it. Yeah, so we know the techniques. We approach to this very mindfully and thoughtfully, with you in mind, to accommodate your transformation, your best results, so that you can experience that firsthand and start feeling the difference. Yes, so please consider, and you really feel good. You will feel the transformation.
yes,
All right.
Thank you. Thank you for being with
wonderful.
us. What do you feel? Would you like to give a feedback? Those who are still with us, what did you get? Something which is like already important for you? Some answers? Can you please write?
Questions? or questions?
Some last minute questions. We have 2 more questions on the list that I wanted to ask, but if somebody from the actual audience right now has any questions, please let us know.
And
then
also, like, and also, sorry, and also your feedbacks. What did you already got for yourself?
yes, how is it helping you? Okay, while we wait for the feedback, question. The father of my children and I are divorced. The boys who live with me all the time and only see their dad, the boys live with me all the time and only see their dad on the weekends. And they are acting up with me more than they do with him. They are 10 and 7. Even at school and wherever we go, they have tantrums. So tired of it. What do I do?
It's again like kind of, I understand the dynamic right away, right? Like as a doctor, but needs the work to be done. So often when the father is out of picture, like not at home with kids, and the mother is with kids, she doesn't feel her partner, right? Even if she has like another boyfriend, but still like the kids don't see their father with the mother, then subconsciously they take the position of the partner or even the parent of the mother. It's not a proper position, and they don't have enough energy, and they cannot connect properly to their mother then. So it brings up in the emotional overload. Actually, I was working with one teenager. He was, I think at that time 17, 18, 17, and he was taking drugs. So his grandma brought him to me, and I did the exercise with him, asked him to put the figures of his mother, and actually his mother and father live together. But still, even if parents are married, they're together, still they could be in proper position to each other. So when I asked him to put his mother in a figure, his mother figure and his father figure, then there is a geometry of how the family is supposed to be. So like the child should be lower than the father or the mother. There is certain geometry. So ask him to put the figures representing his parents and him. And as how he put his mother, the mother was in a position of his partner and the father in position of his child. Of course, he's like doesn't have enough energy because he cannot take from them. He needs to give them. And then he actually admitted, right, that the mother consults him, sees your different emotional situations. He feels responsible for them. Then of course, like he needs to relax somehow. Then he was taking drugs. And after we did one session, he stopped. He just came to me with his girlfriend recently, like so happy, so grateful, going to like work further. I was so happy. They might be even coming, depends on their school, but it's so nice to see how it's actually not very even difficult to shift, but people need to understand.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's wonderful. So if you have any comments, any feedback you would like to share, please let us know. So in the meantime, I wanted to share with you the recipe for this wonderful winter relaxing tea that has numerous benefits. So I will also post it on our Facebook page and our Instagram page, and Natalia will post it on hers. So so that you can get that recipe, but I will tell you what goes in it. So it's cumin, coriander, fennel, lavender, cinnamon, and dates.
Beautiful.
So kind of like a strange combination may seem, but if you add a lot of dates to it and steep it on very, very low flame, the tea becomes very, very soft, and the dates are overpowering the savory ingredients, so it still stays soft and it's sweet, which is exactly what we need for the winter time. And the cumin and coriander, the digestive spices, help with the digestion, and lavender helps to pacify your mind.
Beautiful. We're gonna do this.
Yes, we will do this at the retreat, and so many more things. So, and let's watch maybe a video clip from one of the past retreats, and then we will have a game and see who wins half an hour consultation with Natalia and half an hour consultation with Dr. Nature.
Wow.
Okay, 1 second, please. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah,
Okay.
just do it. But no sound.
No sound.
This is the place where we're going to do the retreat again. The same environment, the same resort. It's beautiful nature walks. And close by Cascade Mountain, so we go there for amazing evening time sometimes. And this resort has jacuzzi and swimming pool also, and tennis, volleyball. This is a retreat where I also teach you Vedic astrology. Thank you for showing.
I apologize that there was no sound, but there was at least a video. Okay, so now let's have a little game. So the first question, who can provide the right answer in the Q&A session? So please make sure that you see the Q&A icon at the bottom of the screen. Right, so we'll give you 5 seconds to locate it on the bottom of the screen, Q&A. So open it up and please type the capital of Canada. So the first right answer gets the consultation, half-an-hour consultation with Natalia. Okay. Google to help. Who will get the consultation? Toronto for Rami. Okay. Going once, going twice. Who knows the capital of Canada? No, it's not Toronto.
But Toronto is a big, yeah, Ottawa, correct.
Ottawa, yes. Do we have an answer? Yes. Okay, beautiful.
Toronto
Imelda?
is the biggest city.
Yes.
Ottawa.
Imelda, congratulations. You have a half-an-hour consultation with Natalia. So please provide your contact number so we can reach out to you and schedule that. We're very excited about what's coming your way. Yay. Us too, yes. Okay, so second question. The first right answer gets a half-an-hour consultation with Dr. Nature. Again, in the Q&A section, what is the capital of India? Capital of India. Capital of India going once. Capital of India going twice. And can Google help us? Okay, perfect. Okay, I see Moto G Power was the first. Let's see if I can figure that out.
Magical unicorn, yes, at New Delhi. Oh yeah, first was not a G power, right?
Moto G power, yes. So if you can, congratulations. Very excited for you. Please provide your name and your phone number so we can reach out to you. Okay.
Thank you for being attentive, staying for so long with us.
Yes, thank you for dedicating your morning, part of your morning to us. And we are looking forward to helping you further. As we mentioned before, if you go on Eventbrite or reach out to us directly, any of us, reach out to Purple Sprout, info@purplesprout.com, or call Purple Sprout 224-223-7133. Reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, reach out to Natalia and Alexander personally or on their Facebook and Instagram pages. So reach out to us in any possible way. You will get $500 off the $17.99 price tag for the retreat. So it's not really a price tag, it's an investment in ourselves, in our present, in our future, in our kids' future. So that's very important. And $500 off if you reach out to us today. So thank you so much for being with us, and we're very grateful. Yes, thank you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.
Thank you very much. We hope to see you at retreat.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, it will be amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.